There's nothing like an all-hands impromptu meeting. Thank you very much. Now, I think we have 158 brand new teachers. You're like second day of work. Welcome to Success Academy. We're very excited to have you. I personally am a little bit jealous because being a first-year teacher is a life-transforming experience in every direction, in the sense of changing the lives of children, but also you growing as a professional. You know, teaching is not what it once was. It really is data analytics, it's public speaking, it's people management. The only difference between the kind of people management that is done in a company or by an executive and the kind of people management you do is the children are shorter, but it's all the same. Welcome to Success Academy. Behind you, I think you got here first, so you got all the seats, is the network. And the network is our home office. And they have many, many different jobs, but they're really here to support you and the schools and take as much off the educator's plate as humanly possible. It may not feel that way when you get to the schools because the job is hard, but know that all these people behind you are doing an incredible amount of work to support you. And what does that look like? It ranges from curriculum support. People here write the curriculum that you use. The finance team makes sure that we're financially healthy and viable, and the tech team makes sure that we have all of our hardware and software, and the list goes on and on and on. And in a regular district school, teachers actually have to do all that stuff, and we're trying to make sure that you can focus on building relationships with kids, on being an assistant educator, on developing relationships with parents, and so forth. So we didn't quite realize you were going to be here, but since you are, we thought it would make sense for me to welcome you and for you to hear why I called everyone together. So on Thursday, September 18th, in Cadman Plaza, we are hosting, along with the rest of the charter sector, there are 200 charters participating, we are hosting a march across the Brooklyn Bridge. And if you're brand new to the network or to the schools, this is going to be feel a little unusual, but it's been part of our history from the day we started. We have a dual mission. We're trying to educate the kids within our four walls exceptionally well, and we're trying to change the public policies that prevent so many children across the city, state, and country from getting an excellent education. And right now, in this moment in time, we are facing some rather large threats. Now, we've faced threats throughout the last 20 years. We have a core competency in political threats, unfortunately, but this is one of these moments where there is heightened risk, policy risk, political risk, and so we are going to do what we've always done, which is to stand up for children and families in a massive way in Cadman Plaza, to speak our minds and to make sure that government works for children and families. And having been in government, I was an elected official for 7 years, government doesn't naturally work for the people. It has to be forced and made to work for the people. So we're doing two things. One is this parent mobilization, and the second is our phone to action campaign. And our goal is to send elected officials 2 million messages. Now, teachers, you'll do a network one now, and then when you get to your schools, you'll do a local one. But I have to say that I was a little disappointed in the network because only 25% of the network was doing the phone to action. So there are one of two possibilities. You're not understanding the importance and the risk that we are in. And, you know, it would be natural for you not to understand. We have these nice offices, aren't they nice? Very nice. You guys, for a not-for-profit, are highly compensated. You could say, what me? Worry? What's there to worry about? But there's a lot to worry about. And this is not a theoretical worry. We lived through 8 years of Bill de Blasio. The first thing he did when he became mayor is he threw out 3 of our schools. Most of you were not here and didn't experience that. But I still remember having to call the principal of the school, the first school that was thrown out, that was Andy Malone. And I said, Andy, you need to sit down. I have some very bad news. He cried, I cried, throwing out children who are part of an existing school community. And by the way, this was the highest performing middle school in the state of New York in mathematics. Like, we're not talking about a failing school that is being closed. This was a high-performing school. And we had to mobilize. We brought 11,000 parents to Albany in the dead of winter. By the way, where's Joey? Where's Joe? He stepped out. Okay, Jordan, you know, you guys think you don't have a lot of time to organize your rally. I'm sorry. Wah, wah, wah. We had 8 days to organize the rally in Albany. You guys had like 6 weeks. So that was hard to do that. And by the way, if you think buses in Cadman Plaza, try getting buses to Albany. Try dealing with the snow. I had to get hand warmers. Does everyone remember the hand warming gate? Everybody said, David, where are you? They said they couldn't get hand warmers. So who did I call him? My husband, Eric. Find me 22,000 hand warmers. And he did, and we shipped them from Ottawa, Canada. And we got them delivered to Albany. So we had our hand warmers because it was cold in Albany. By the way, the governor also said that we had to shovel our own snow on the steps of the state capitol. We were able to plead with the snow shovelers so that we didn't have to ourselves. But we were prepared to. We had the shovels, and we were ready to go if necessary. Anyway, I'm making light, but we are facing a very serious threat. And perhaps network staff, you did not do the phone to action because you thought this is not very serious. So I want to just reset for all of you, although I'm cheerful about it and I believe that we can overcome it, it is an existential threat. And so you cannot sort of brush this off. Second of all, I would just say that I want to reset, and this goes for teachers as well. When you, network, are given a directive, I think we're getting a little democratic here. We are quite hierarchical. There is a chain of command, and when your boss asks you to do something, assuming it's not unethical or a question of conscience, you do the task. Are we clear? I do not want to have to chase people down for phone to action. If there's some argument or particular reason, anyone live in New Jersey? Okay, that's not an excuse, I hate to tell you. You list your 120 Wall Street address and you get it done. Does that make sense? Like, we're resourceful people. We don't just say, oops, we live in New Jersey, can do. We get it done. And what kind of message is it going to send to the schools if we're here saying we support them? They're the ones who are going to lose their schools, right? We work for them. So not doing this action is not okay. And for you new teachers, we're kind of straightforward people. You never have to guess what people think. We just tell you what we think. Does that make sense? You'll be getting feedback all the time. And part of the trick is not to take it personally, but just to internalize it. Okay, I didn't do that. It's not the end of the world. The same goes for the folks at the network, but we're going to be a lot more direct with you about what needs to happen. When we ask for you to do your cybersecurity training, you better do it. When we ask you to do phone to action, you gotta do it. You can't make people chase you down. You need to be an consummate professional, and you need to get your work done. You need to dress appropriate at the network. You need to not take advantage of the hybrid work policy. We are in Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We don't leave early. We don't come in late. Of course, if you have some extraordinary circumstances, then you speak to your manager. But we've kind of gotten loosey-goosey here, and just know your managers are going to hold you accountable to an extraordinary standard of performance. That's what we do at Success. We do extraordinary. And if you're not up for extraordinary, no judgment, but that's not who we are. The work we're trying to do at the schools to reverse the achievement gap, to empower mostly Black and brown youngsters to take the reins of power, that is going to require an extraordinary effort on everybody's part. So I'm using this meeting to reset with everybody what the standards are. If everyone can take out their phone, you can do all 5 phone to actions right now. And does anyone know how long it takes? 5 seconds. How much, Aaron? 5 seconds. So we really have are our children and our families worth 5 seconds of your time? Of course they are. So take out your phones. Joey, any instructions you want to give people?
I was going to ask for the email address to use. Can you share what email address you use?
If we already did it with our personal, is that a problem?
Nope.
Okay.
And you can do all 5 right now. And then you don't have to worry about this again. But what you can't do is not follow directions. Everyone got their phones? You sleep with them, for God's sakes. Right? You guys can do the network now, and then when you get to the schools, you can do some more. Joey, any instructions you want to give? Why don't you get the microphone, because I think people are confused.
You can do it again if you want to use a different email address. And you can just zoom in on the QR code. There's 5 different ones. It will track which one you've already completed. So if you've already done the first one, it'll say you've already submitted this one, right? You don't have to edit the language. It's already been written for you. You just put your email address in, your street address. You can use the network if you don't live in New York City. And then you hit submit. You can do this one. You can do it. Everybody in the room, go for it. You're going to do it again when you get to your campus. Do it twice. You're going to send 10 messages. Anybody got any questions? Yep. And then we'll put the links in the Slack channel as well. So if you're in the network Slack channel, you can check that. We'll put the bit.ly links in there right now.
Great. Well, while everyone's doing that, any questions about the rally? Everyone clear? You dress casual. This is your opportunity. If you've always wanted to wear holy jeans, this is it. This is the only time you're going to get to do that as an SA employee. No holy jeans. Okay. Our dress casual might be a little different, but I'm more worried about the dress code at the network, which you guys need to elevate a little bit here. You're not meeting the standards. Any questions about the rally? Let me first just go to network folks. Any questions about the rally? Yes, in the back.
Should we bring a change of clothes for the afternoon when we're back at network?
Can you bring a change of clothes? No. When you come back to the network, everyone understand this is not a day off. You're going to the rally, and then you're coming back to the network. And it's really, really important that you do. The schools are going back to school. So it's just not a good look. And we have work to do, guys. This is, we're in a busy season, a busy period. So we will go to the rally. It will be a bit of an early morning because you are all not teachers, but network folks. You are marshals, and I think there's marshal training going on. So you're gonna need to get up early, go to the rally, come back, but it will be casual at the network so that you don't need to change. Does everyone also understand that there's going to be heightened, undoubtedly, union activity? There could be a counter-protest, but we're not afraid of that. It's no big deal. I've had counter-protests my whole life. It's fine. For new teachers, you should know that we are very deliberately not unionized. We are not in a union because we believe that when management and labor lock arms on behalf of children, the children benefit. You should also know that you get a much higher salary than you would get if you were in the district. And if you want all those benefits of comp and the freedom to teach and manage your schools, then that is not in keeping with the district unionized system. Also, most of you would not be able to be hired in the district. Why? You don't have all that credentialing. We can actually hire you based on your merits, not on licensure and all of that. Does that make sense? So you get benefits, but we do not believe that the way the district is organized has served children well. So we don't follow the structures there. Any other questions? If not, thank you very much and enjoy the rest of your day.